Welcome to the final part of this lesson. Some outstanding Ghanaian entrepreneurs. We have lesson 3. Let's look at what we are going to look at. We have discussed about 5 or 6 entrepreneurs already. So we are going to look at 2 more to shut the topic down. This person is called Alhaji Adam Idrisu. Alhaji Adam Idrisu was born in 1944 at Old Fadama, a suburb of Accra. Even though he came from a poor background, he struggled to start a transport business. So most of the entrepreneurs, as I said, came from a poor background. But when I say that, then I add to it too. If you are from a rich background, it doesn't mean you cannot become an entrepreneur. You can do it much better. In 1971, Alhaji Adam Idris started with 15 vehicles. He transported people and goods from one place to the other. So that was his business. Transport. You transport people from one place to another. You transport goods from one place to another. And then said today Alhaji Adam owns over 230 vehicles. He said start small, grow big. He started with 15. Now he owns 230 vehicles. His vehicles carry goods from Tema and Takrady ports to the northern part of Ghana. His vehicle also traveled to Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and other countries in Africa. So he takes goods from Tema Harbour and then Takrady Harbour, transport them to northern part of Ghana. It's very far. And then to Mali, other countries, Burkina Faso, Niger. For example, Burkina Faso, they are not closer to any sea or coast, so they don't have a harbor there. So when their goods arrive here, we transfer them from Ghana to Burkina Faso. And Alhaji, his vehicles take part in those business. His vehicles also travel, we've discussed that one already. His business is called Global Handlage Group Limited. So that's the name of his business. Global Handlage Group Limited. The transport business is what people knew him for. But that's not all. He has other businesses that he runs. So Alhaji Adam Idrisu has other businesses apart from the transport business. The Global Handlage Group Limited has under its management 11 other companies. Some of them are Royal Bank, Trans-Royal Limited, Cocoa Merchant, Royal Commodities. We have Global Automobile Limited. He has contributed greatly to the development of Ghana. He employs over 12,000 people. He has employed over 12,000 people. So the one who you are in this lesson right now, if you also employed 12,000 or even 10,000 people of Ghanaian economy, you see employment you'll be creating for other people. Government wouldn't need to be building industries for us because you will do all the job. That's what he has done. Last person is George Alfred Grant. George Alfred Grant was popularly known as Pa Grant. He was born in 15th August 1878 in Benin, Western Nzima. His parents were all traders. Early stage, maybe I'm sure he will be selling for them too. Now he learned how to do business after school. He was educated at Wesleyan School in Cape Coast. Pa Grant was employed in the timber trade. He first worked in Azim and then moved to Ivory Coast for 5 years. In 1896, George Grant set up his own business called George Grant and Company. His timber business was very successful, even though the business was mostly done by European countries. George Grant visited Britain in 1905 and made business friends in leading timber companies in Europe and United States. He was able to transport timber to the United States and British. So he traveled to make connections. So when you are traveling, you should travel with purpose. If you have all the money you want, then you can go for leisure. When you travel, you go for leisure, you go and sit down, relax, and then enjoy yourself. It's good to do those things. But at times we travel to make connections, go and see businesses and then make agreements with them. You have raw materials, you want to give it to them. For example, you sell sobolo in Ghana, so you go to US, you want to make an arrangement so that you can send some of the sobolo to United States or something. He opened up offices in London, Liverpool, and Hamburg. Back home in the Gold Coast, Ghana, Gold Coast is the same as Ghana. His business were found in where you can locate his business. We have Dunkwa, Sekondi, Akim, and Buakwa. George Grant became very successful in his timber business. He was appointed to the Legislative Council in 1926 to represent the people of Sekondi. Some of the things that he did. He also became a member of the Aborigines Rights Protection Society. He used his influence to bring several development projects to his people, including street lights, pipe-borne water within Sekondi. Pa Grant became known as the father of Gold Coast politics because of his involvement in politics. George Grant was both successful in his business as a timber merchant and as a politician. So these are the people that we look at them, their contribution. So I'll go over the contribution again. These people, they provide employment for the people in the country. Some of them to provide financial support. Some people to decide to train people, and then they provide goods and services for the country. We have 4. Okay, I think that puts us to an end of this lesson. See you again.